Earth, fire, air, water. Avatar Aang accomplished many remarkable things in his life, but sadly, his time in this world came to an end.
When we think about the Avatar universe, characters like Aang, Zuko, and Toph immediately come to mind. But then there's Korra. While many fans appreciate her for breaking the mold and being a unique avatar, many more argue that she's the worst character in the franchise. Let's explore and see why Korra is considered by many to be the worst character in Avatar.
You know what? This is the perfect time to take a break. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Enjoy.
Let's start with the most glaring issue, the sheer destruction and chaos that follows Korra wherever she goes. From nearly destroying Republic City in her fights versus Amon, and tearing open the spirit portals, and inadvertently letting hostile spirits run rampant. Her actions have left a trail of disaster. Yeah, you can say conflict and mistakes are part of the job of being an avatar, but Korra's recklessness and arrogance often amplifies the problems. In her quest to prove herself, she often does more damage than good. Korra had everything an avatar could ask for: early training, resources, and protected upbringing in the Southern Water Tribe. Unlike Aang, who basically had to figure out things while being on the run, while being chased by the Fire Nation, and all that was going on in his life. And mind you, the kid was 12 at that point. He had to find his own masters, realize are they good enough to be his masters, and learn from them. Korra was spoon-fed her knowledge from the very beginning. But despite all this privilege, she repeatedly made poor decisions that undermined her own progress. She's a master of brute force, but lacks the spiritual and emotional maturity that Aang had to learn through hardship. And even after extensive training, she struggles to find the balance, not just within herself, but in the world she's meant to protect.
We should be celebrating! 3 elements down, 1 to go.
You're getting ahead of yourself as usual, Korra. We haven't decided if you passed your firebending test yet.
Ever since you were a little girl, you've excelled at the physical side of bending, but completely ignored the spiritual side. The Avatar must master both.
Another point of contention is the messy and often forced romantic drama Korra finds herself entangled in. From the convoluted love triangle between her, Mako, and Asami to her inability to communicate her feelings effectively. It often feels like a high school drama rather than a genuine character development moment or situation. These romantic distractions not only hurt her friendships but also distract her from her duties as an avatar. And to call a spade, her entanglements often look more immature and unfocused, not the legendary protector of the world that she's supposed to be.
Can I get some hot water? Korra needs more tea.
You're a firebender. Boil it yourself.
Is there something we need to talk about?
I've noticed how you treat Korra. How you acted when she was missing. You have feelings for her, don't you? I like Korra. But you've been keeping the truth from me this whole time.
The truth? About what?
You're really gonna make me say it?
Yes, because I don't know what you're talking about.
The kiss, Mako. I know.
Time and time again, Korra's arrogance gets the best of her. Whether it's confronting Amon head-on without understanding his abilities or antagonizing spirits rather than seeking harmony, her impulsive decisions create more problems than they solve. She often approaches situations with the hit first, ask questions later mentality. It's understandable for a character to be flawed, but when those flaws consistently undermine her as her role of being an avatar, it leaves fans frustrated.
So you think Mr. Sato manufactured those gloves for the Equalists, then framed Cabbage Corp?
That's a bold accusation. But what proof do you have?
Well, I don't exactly have proof.
Unlike Aang, who grew up from being a carefree child into a wise avatar all before the age of 13, balancing all the elements and philosophies, Korra's growth feels stunted, despite being older. While she does go through trials and tribulations, her progress often feels undone by her own stubbornness. But not that she doesn't change at all, but her journey feels shallow in comparison to the rich and layered development of even Zuko and Sokka. Many of her achievements feel unearned because her failures are quickly brushed aside instead of being fully addressed.
Korra, what's wrong?
I don't like the spirit world! I don't want to be here anymore!
Korra, please stop. Look at what you're doing to everyone.
I did that?
I'm not saying Korra is all bad. She's fierce, determined, and her struggles are meant to be, or rather make her more relatable. But when you compare her journey to those that came before her, it's easy to see why fans feel that she falls short. But yeah, what do you think about Korra? Do you think she's the worst character in the Avatar universe? Do you think her complexity makes her one of the more interesting ones? Let us know in the comments down below what you think about Korra or even the Avatar franchise in general. Also, what do you think about the new Avatar that's coming through? Because we saw that the new Avatar is going to be an Earthbender, and it seems like Korra dealt her a really bad hand, but that's neither here nor there. Let us know down in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thumbs up.
And like the cycle of the seasons, the cycle of the Avatar began anew.